Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's day and age, we have a lot of young entitled dingbats that run around thinking that, hey, I'm oppressed, and because I feel oppressed, then you must bow down to me and all my demands that I make. They yell and scream, rant and rave, jump up and down, and my goodness me, do they make a ruckus, and they unfortunately are listened to most of the time by a lot of big tech platforms, you name it, especially this particular platform. But recently, I made a video actually yesterday on this because of an entitled group of individuals that happen to claim that they are fans of the Star Wars franchise. And so they thought that it would be the right thing to do to go after several creators on YouTube for having a difference of opinion, that thought the Acolyte was woke garbage. And that is exactly what it is. They weren't wrong about that. But they didn't like how the Acolyte is not going to be released for season 2. No, Disney found out that no one watched the damn thing, and the ones that did watch it, it's few and far between, if you ask me. Now, these woke dingbats that are running around yelling and screaming are incredibly entitled. And how entitled do you have to be that you think that it's a good idea to go after a fellow creator that has a difference of opinion to you? That is unhinged behavior, if you ask me. You don't like what this person has to say, so therefore you band together with your other group of dingbats and you go after a creator and you try and get them demonetized and deplatformed. That, to me, spells out that you've got significant issues. Significant issues, all because you do not like how this person has criticized something that you claim to love. That's not the kind of society we need to be living in, ladies and gentlemen. We need to be living in a society where you can have a difference of opinion and you can criticize people for their beliefs and their opinions on things. Like, that is a great thing in society. And look, honestly, they weren't criticizing you as a person. They were criticizing, number one, the movie or the TV show that was utter garbage. And look, if you are going to make a movie or a TV show, you're opening yourself up to criticism and critique. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, but these people don't like the fact that these individuals that are critiquing something they love actually are allowed to do that. They don't like it. So they claim that, you know, these people of color, these minority group people, whatever the hell that they want to say, even though they're actually not, they wouldn't know oppression, even if it slapped them in the damn face. But nevertheless, they will try and use different language to make it sound like they're the real oppressed people and they're being attacked and they got hate towards them, whatever else. It is just, we live in a very soft society. And if they win, we've got a problem on our hands. But nevertheless, Nerdrotic and Critical Drinker and all the other people that were mentioned that did not like the Acolyte, and for damn good reason, it was a piece of crap. It literally was, for so many reasons. The story was just terrible. But anyway, so you had this video that was put together by Rewriting Ripley Pod. Anyway, and they also thought that they have the audacity in this is just profound, but they decided to go and tag team YouTube over on Twitter and say the Star Wars community would at the very least appreciate a formal response or update in regards to our well-documented and pressing concerns about YouTubers pushing prolonged harassment on your platform. They need to fully understand what harassment is. It's not harassment to criticize a terrible TV show and the actors. If you don't become an actor, if you don't want to get criticized, don't become an actor. Don't put yourself out in the spotlight. If you think that the world is going to go all in your favor and people aren't going to criticize you, you've got another thing coming. Create this little bubble, whatever you want to do, and think to yourself that's going to protect you. But my goodness me, do not do that profession if you are not going to like people criticizing you. That is Nerdrotic and Critical Drinker and RK Outpost and Geeks plus Gamers. Just grow up. I said it so many times yesterday, like build a bridge, walk across it, and grow the hell up. You guys need a life, a real life. It's not hate and it's not harassment. You got to get your terms defined properly. But what it really is for you guys, and Nerdrotic and Critical Drinker and all those other people should actually sue, because what they're doing, what these people, these dingbats are doing, is actually defamation and real harassment. To go after a person's finances and shout lies is actual defamation, people. Like, my goodness me, they don't even see what they're doing because they're so blind to their actual hatred towards another creator. They can't actually see what they're really doing themselves. That's how stupid it is. Now, one thing that I actually liked about the letter yesterday is how they mentioned that YouTube is a freedom of speech platform. If you think that, you're nuts. You're delusional. But anyway, YouTube responded. Team YouTube did. Thanks for reaching out. Just heard back and confirmed that this content is not violative and will remain up. We totally understand you may not agree with this decision, but we reviewed this video very carefully against our policies. And like I said, if you are a fellow creator on YouTube, you look at the policies very, very carefully and you do your best to follow along with those policies. And critiquing a movie and saying that an actor did a poor job and had nothing to do with the person's race or whatever else, but DEI nonsense and all that sort of stuff, like, my goodness me, you know what you can and can't say on this platform. Believe you me, I have been on the receiving end of what you can and can't say. So anyway, Critical Drinker goes, all this because of a shitty Star Wars show that nobody watched. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we've come that far. Kyle Catran, or whatever the hell the guy's name is, he goes, it's time for you to be part of the solution, Team YouTube. While you continue to allow these channels to be monetized, you are incentivizing hatred and racism. Geez, you got to love these people. Honestly, they've got nothing better to do with their time or their life, so they go after people that are doing nothing wrong. We stand up for their right to say this stupidity. We don't go after them. We just say and criticize the fact that they're just dingbats, effectively speaking. That's going to be my favorite word. I should put that on a t-shirt, believe it or not. So have a watch of this well-presented and well-put-together clip that they presented to YouTube and said to YouTube that these are the reasons we're laying out that you need to demonetize Nerdrotic, Critical Drinker, and the others.
An alarming number of users are exploiting their platforms to spread hate.
Leslie Jones was subjected to incredibly vicious attacks on Twitter.
I don't say anything I don't believe, but of course I do say things in a way that is going to elicit a response from people.
Sparking outrage, spraying vitriol at many, and helping to legitimize a movement of negativity growing on the internet.
There has been a rampage of vitriol that we have faced since the show was even announced, when it was still just a concept and no one had even seen it.
This is what the Acolyte exists for. It's not here for story. It's not here to build the lore. For crying out loud, look at the cast right here. This cast was made for having as little white males as possible in this cast.
You know, Lucasfilm, you know, the retarded Avengers assemble over there, backing each other up.
Racists do stick together.
He accused Jones of playing the victim.
Actress Amanda Stenberg playing the victim card.
They can do nothing other than play the victim.
Amanda Stenberg, the adult pretender.
Pathological, sociopathic, feminist liars in popular culture.
Almost like she's fucking lying through her teeth. And it would be one thing if we actually saw some evidence of this, right? If we actually saw some of this shit she's talking about. But no, this is just gaslighting.
These are terrible, talentless people that we are instructed that we must like, unless then the sort of subtext is, you know, if you don't like them, you're some kind of bigot somehow.
Terrible performance, her attitude, driving away fans, or anything like that. No, it's everyone else's fault, and they're racist, and they just hate me because I'm black. It's all like she's so vapid and narcissistic.
It is the most like kind of narcissistic, lack of self-awareness,
and she's still bitching about oppressors. You've never been oppressed in your goddamn life, you bitch. Look at that. They got a Derek Chauvin George Floyd memorial. But also every single different race of people has been enslaved and discriminated against and oppressed in some way throughout our entire history. The only people that can't get over it seems to be black people.
I am not a racist, though I'm frequently told that I am one. But I am in favor of oppressing whatever the fuck this is, because
Leslie Jones apparently was subjected to a great deal of hate, according to ABC Nightline or ABC. Now, if it's one thing you can trust in mainstream media, ladies and gentlemen, it's the mainstream media like ABC, government-funded propaganda. And if they sniff something out, if it revolves around race, you can bet your bottom dollar they're going to be making a video about it and saying that what's they consider to be racism, it's the fault of these far right individuals that have a difference of opinion. Like you can't make any of this stuff up anymore. You really can't. It's just so stupid. But look at one of the tweets they put. I know you only wanted to protect that kid. Let's dog. They're vicious attacks, people. Vicious. Sparking outrage and shouting vitriol. Well, can't these people actually see what they're doing in trying to get someone demonetized, deplatformed, and banned? Now, Nerdrotic had, obviously, Nerdrotic Daily. They found out about this, and their response is priceless. Have a watch.
Acolyte thing just won't go away. It's so funny. It's like you're making it worse by constantly just take the L and move on. Disney will not change. It's not like they're going to change their ways or anything because of this. Like, don't be deluded with that for one minute. That like Disney's all, well, this Acolyte failed, man. Maybe we should rethink things a little bit. Crazy. Rewriting Ripley is back, ladies and gentlemen. What a coincidence. Haven't been around for years.
Did you see the link I put in the private?
Well, what's it concerning? Give me the cliff notes. Give me the cliff notes.
This tweet literally says a handful of YouTubers have jeopardized the safety of our community and the creatives we love for too long. The Star Wars fandom demands action. At Team YouTube, demonetize Nerdrotic, Ryan Kinnell, and Geeks and Gamers. Hate should not be a career path.
And then that Star Wars girl collected the people that are doing this, but they're going at Team YouTube. It's again, what did I say? Allowed. I was getting pissed off earlier. This is the manifestation of that, and now it's coordinated, and they're doing this. It's bullshit.
I don't know if Rewriting Ripley is on YouTube or not, but if they are, that's a violation of terms of service, by the way. You're not supposed to do that.
That Star Wars girl collected screenshots of other people. It's coordinated.
Yeah, running out and ratting is like, it's very typical for people with low character and no self-esteem. But yeah, a coordinated attack from Rewriting Ripley, who have connections to Disney Star Wars directly, including one person who being at least, I think, a former employee, is suspicious. But they canceled it. So if you want to go get mad at somebody, get mad at Disney or get mad at yourself, because there wasn't enough of you out there to support it. But I'm not surprised at all.
Now, I would be absolutely shocked and utterly surprised if Disney goes, all right, we hear you, Acolyte, 80,000 loving fans. You know what we're going to do? We're going to bring back the Acolyte season 2. It's not just you, 80,000 whatever people that signed the bloody petition. It's also the race baiting Amanda Stenberg, or whatever the hell her name is, the complaining, oppressed Amanda Stenberg, and also the Asian main actor that said that he's going to make it his life's mission to bring back Acolyte season 2. That's definitely a hill that you want to die on, mate. But nevertheless, Nerdronic's right. It's not like Disney's going to change. They're not going to change their ways for the so-called petition that these dingbats signed and tried to get Nerdrotic and everybody else canceled in the process. Then they're not going to do it. They're going to take the L, or Disney's taking the L, in not a graceful way, because they're obviously paying a lot of these dingbats to do a lot of the stuff to cause a great deal of drama, but it's not going away. It's just like one of those things where in today's day and age, if you do not agree with the message, which we all know what the message is, then you will never hear the end of it. You've got to agree with the message. If you don't, then people will make damn well sure that you can get into a great deal of trouble. That includes movies, believe it or not. Like you have those people that are so ingrained with the message that they can't see through the shit. They really can't. It stinks quite a bit. But anyway, I thought that what Nerdrotic and his friend said was brilliant. So well done. And I don't think that they're going to be demonetized or deplatformed anytime soon. But, you know, these people are insufferable and they continue. They don't stop. They don't know when to shut up. They don't know when to go away and just leave things alone. They're persistent buggers. They really are. You can give them credit for that. But anyway, my friends, we'll see what happens next. But you guys take care. You be blessed. And I'll see you all in the next video.